30 minutes type of build.
And Manta next.
Manta next?
That's an easy transition item, right?
Yeah.
Like, I think Lincoln's, Manta, BKB are the three big ones you look for after the blink.
Yeah, well, it's either that or you go E-Blade, Dagon. Kind of like Sumail, both of them like favor that build.
I think they usually come out after the transition item, but like the kind of half defensive or half aggressive. Like.
At this moment, it's normally like sometimes it was Dragonlance, wasn't it? Or was it always always the Yasha best item?
It depends. It would either be Lincoln's, BKB, or Manta. Like items that would allow you to play, like give you facets of defense. Rules up the Night Storm. Good fun stuff. How do you get rid of that? Use on one hand, but the arrow is active. Oh god, this is so oh maybe no trick. Fall down to over the place. Focus down back to the land for it's high. Get to the lightning. Okay, hex kill, some of the damage. Back to the next of the howl, but it's even get the rage off and like it's meaningful at all. He's just gonna get punched down here. Little by little. Again, you just want to mock so again, doesn't set the damage, but on with a hex up from hours, trying to pray they can get
Thunder.
Thunder the chain stun. Well, it looked like an amazing fight from CDEC.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Cleans up.
What was it? Old swing that fights 2,000 max. Pretty significant. I mean, the goal of this game's never got more than like 4,000 either way. And that was a significant shift down.
Storm did lose out. Like dying, then coming back into the fight and making the fight look good is great. The 11 charges. That was without an if that Echo Plan was up, when there were like 4 heroes all crowded around, that was like game over. Fight's done.
Yeah.
You lose tier 1, tier 2 mid. Maybe you just like push tier 3 bot lane. It's these little things. They swing the other way.
Yeah, what was also quite important there was the Bloodstone on Storm. Made him get back pretty fast into that. Because he didn't buy back. I thought he actually bought back for a time. He was just back in the fight so quick at the end. You know, like no obvious place for him to TP other than his own shrine. And yeah, Mirana was also like super low, almost able to escape.
Yeah, she just that cool let her get out of things.
That's Manta style.
I don't know, I feel like I'll prefer Lincoln to BKB to stop the Hex of Shadow Shaman or
Open Wounds or so. Oh, Nightstalker went for a cheeky little deny in the mid lane.
That's the thing, right? You can open wounds out. You can mount it out of them. You can't like mount it or blink initiation.
Yeah, I'm just saying you need like some defensive way to deal with spells. Or Shadow Shaman.
Will that kill or is it the same? Demonic! That's just got to clear up 2 big heroes. They lose their Shadow Shaman. The game for over a minute.
Yeah. 1-for-1 trade, but very favorable.
Like forcing the Batrider out of the fight there so quickly as well.
Yeah, Batrider managed to scurry away to the high ground. Thunder also wasn't used there. I think there was like maybe 1 or 2 times he could have used it. Defensively.
Still hasn't used his BKB either. I guess that's one thing to look out for now is the next team fight where TB has Metamorphosis and BKB. Albert out demons with the muscular rages. Difficult where we can press one. Quickly hit. He's actually got a halberd of his own over.
Yes! That's kind of unusual.
Evasion's good against the key too.
That's true, but normally like the actual itself is picked up from really that much on his one position. I can't think of a situation where the commonly bought. And Storm Spirit, what's he going for next? Shivas.
go. They're infested.
So many wards all over here. Could be a little bit of a ward war. That's the case. Shade needs to be there.
They had vision for
Oh, they
Mirana.
got one. Where's Earth? They can get silence in the back line. Snapstalk is doing a great job of zoning in. Forces him to blink defensively. I guess yeah, they're gonna get a slow off on him. They're gonna dust as well.
Very quick though. Living armor's up on him and he's out of there.
They caught him, but he got away. Gonna leave us. So, Roshan will respawn in 10 seconds. There's a lifestealer bomb ready to rumble though.
The blink echo and all sorts.
Oh, a lot of mana was spent falling in there.
Okay.
Bottle up.
They know Roshan's alive and the Radiant potentially don't.
Or die though.
Don't, yeah. Gonna go for it though. Shadow Shaman's still dead. Love to have their Serpent Wards for this team fight. Good dire vision though around the pit. Shadow Shaman's trying to, yeah. Did a funny little mapping experiment there. They get this team ward done, they can go. I guess it as it was being used.
It's quite far away, doesn't have a lot of mana either.
Guess they're just going to give it up. Two heroes maybe posturing to go in.
Yeah, wards are committed as well.
Just a Trinity bot lane. Maybe to counter some speeds here. Demons and set around the top set. I get some pressure into the tier 3 at the very least, but that's Aegis. It's Cheese as well for the Storm. Holding both of them in.
Oh, Echo Slam misses in the bottom. Really nice dodge over there, making a great thing down. Held in position. Earthquake
He's got 18 damage into the TB. Due to, of course, no lasso. Shadow doesn't give them that blanket security as they'll be away. Gonna have a way to cancel it. There is no escape for June as he's hexed and killed.
Yeah.
But they got the TV out.
So, Shade blinked in, Starfold, and left out, or vice versa, I can't remember. And as it happened, Shaker went in, and there were lots of Terrorblade evolutions punching the tower, so a visual distraction for us.
Poor Shaker. Make these ultis count. Aegis. Cheese has been transferred over to the Lifestealer now. Still feels like Team Max is the ones to go and make things happen on the dire side of the map in the tier 2. Start pressuring high ground. They don't even need to commit Serpent Wards to the ramp.
To maximize.
Go and take building.
CDEC still up in terms of the gold. So, as this goes ultra late, feeling that CDEC is going to take damage.
Yeah, the TB starts becoming a real monster.
Yeah,
like right now, Lifestealer is even with the TB, but TB started to kind of peel away. He's farming more efficiently.
And the Mirana also can transition away from the current build into way more physical damage, and it's not something that anyone in Max can deal with.
I think it's, yeah,
Storm can get in and out.
Storm's like it was one, but you have the reach advantage over Lifestealer by a huge amount. In goes to the charge, the illusions are out as well, so it's over back around. Yeah, nothing but deterrent. Force Max back. They want to chase this though, they've got to turn around and commit for it or get the hell out. Like we'll choose the latter and return to their base.
What was expended there? Was it... Oh, what was back there? It just looked like meta was like the only big thing, super big thing here. And supernova.
Go down to the thing. Well, all that little mana left. Who's going to take down this party? Somehow still surviving and has the Aegis behind it as well, so losing his first life.
He's one of the best agents players as well. When he comes back.
Just go in again. Keep thinking. Burning. The fourth ball gone. Blink Echo. No.
No.
Time issue, but he's sundered. What an awkward fight. Blink Echo misses. Falls in. Sunder does nothing. And both teams kind of just like, well, that just happened. But this is Aegis Chi's time being wasted. Team Max not going to get anything on top of that ramp. No tier 3, no real objective. They can score on the floor. The Mirage and Max that cannot leave. Has them in my shadow. He's the base. It's the guard. He jumps in. Never the way he holds on shore. He's going to lose the first light here. But this is for long now. He beat in the arrow land.
Woke me up there. Safe. Is he going to be able to get out of it? Fine, so just sneak down the sword down. Storm is going ham. Out of mana now, has the Bloodstone and Iron Stop. MC going to try to sneak away.
No.
He's gone.
He is dead.
So it was Terrorblade for pretty much the whole team, including Aegis. Teams work.
Did they use the cheese as well? They must have, right?
It was on the last stealer, yeah.
The cheese is gone. Well.
That was an interesting situation.
Well. I mean, with Echo, Storm burning so much mana, like zipping in and out without really gaining anything. Team Max, some questionable mid-game decisions when trying to take objectives.
Shade's Manta was like so perfect for Nick. Just outside of it, and this managed to just get away and then re-engage perfectly. Earthshaker looking for a play. What's up? Oh, just over in the middle. This is, Chalice is going to have to scurry away.
It's a quick last 5 seconds. Or maybe Batrider could close the gap and catch someone.
Stupendous!
Oh, pinging. Someone. Just on the floor somewhere?
Yeah, actually, yeah.
We're on a gem hunt again. Batrider.
With Wally.
There's the transition. Use the blade after Manta. Or the Marana.
You're right, Gareth. You're cropping
I
out.
don't know, I just had that like feeling back my throat came out of nowhere.
I thought you were going to die, man.
I reached over and I missed the mute button on my mic, then coughed, then hit the mute button. I fumbled and I
mean, it is 6:30 in the morning. Haven't slept. Storm's first, ready to kick us off from the street like that.
I admire the he does get dragged into a lot of damage.
Or he gets to use it.
The way to stop him pull back out is he just laying the damage to the bottom though. That range advantage we mentioned, then in onto the life stealer and down goes slowly but surely. Sending him up, but it is futile in the end.
This area over here though was used so brilliantly by June. Able to go in and out of the upper and lower ground. Able to bring them back. And yeah, I think that was just basically range and height advantage, mobility advantage.
With terrain, using everything to your advantage.
Yeah, like the thing which has the big advantage for Max is Storm, able to kind of do everything, go everywhere. And he was the one who was locked down, and he only managed to carry away on everything.
I saw he said
He really football.
he duels himself, falls, then falls again, flexing didn't hit him.
Yeah.
Sunray damage, like September has been so good always. Soloing down heroes with Sunray.
June tries to make a play, doesn't work out. Yeah, item progression kind of stalled for the side of Max. Lifestealer can have AC probably in, I wouldn't say, next 4 minutes or so, 5 minutes or so. On the side of CDEC, items are still rolling in. We got the Diffusal on Marana. It's going to be Skadi on Terrorblade. That's stupid. That's coming in soon. Once he gets that, like a lot of the kiting and team fights, it's just not going to work out so good for Max.
especially for the lifesteal, you know, mentioning the kind of TB outscaling has been peeling away from the net worth of the lifesteal for quite some time. They were evened up at what, like 12k when we looked at them, talked about this last time. Now you're looking at almost 20k TB and the 17,000 the lifestealer. But it's not just that types of items that they're picking up as well. You know, lifestealer very often very early game focused. Midas tries to alleviate that to get into bigger items later, like the AC. But Deso, Armlet, Halberd, these are not late game, you know, hard carry items. They're mid game, team fighty, very skirmish based. Whereas Terrorblade, Mantis, Skadi, BKB, these are big chunky items. Storm Spirit may be struggling a bit as well without that aggressive item through the Hex or the Stone just yet.
I think that Storm
There's
needs
the
the BKB.
He's queued up Hex now.
I think, like, he needs BKB to pay attention to what he's got right.
It's always one of those, it's like the classic situation where Arrow nearly catches.
Oh, that's actually pretty huge.
So,
Yeah.
but there's one of those situations, right, on Ember and Storm, you don't, if you buy a BKB maybe survive and you have the chance to clean up a team fight or survive long enough to do enough damage. But often enough, if you're caught and you don't use your BKB or you're the last one standing, then it's not going to win you a fight. Whereas like a Hex or an Orchid or like an Ember Spirit, go into Mirana, but Lifestealer
Supernova,
one of those three. The damage to Fonte. So the battle and catch you. Now for another 35 seconds, but having to be a chance for Max to get back. The ball runs there, and they finish off Terrorblade. A long lap, a fight to be proud of here as Max is able to take down 3 of CDEC. Find any more. Mirana retreats to the high ground, gets away. Shall not respond just yet. A good fight nonetheless.
Arrows coming.
Bit disjointed though from CDEC. One fight low ground, one fight high ground.
Yeah, and Fonte got so much gold off that fight. Finishes off his AC probably a minute earlier than I would have thought he would have.
He didn't keep buyback as well though, right?
Yeah, like he went in for it. Here's the rock. Shouting by Matt.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Lots of people. Jade is the one trying to address this. What are we looking at here? There is no reveal here. If they knew that Shadow would go in, they could steal Ages and Cheese, but they don't know that. There's only the one setting up. Maps there from it, but invisibility goes to the Radiant.
From yeah, CDEC now trying to stick together, trying to run as a group. But as this game goes longer and longer, the true power of Terrorblade I think will become even more apparent. Going for a Dragon Lance now, and after that he's still got space for one more item slot. So if he gets, let's say, Butterfly instead of the Ring of Aquila, and can also just go for boost travel. I don't know if Lifestealer will be able to scale well enough to deal with him. Normally, really struggles against illusion-based heroes. Can't lifesteal off the illusions themselves.
Has to be like down to Earthshaker and Storm to deal with a TB, pre-BKB and try and kill him. Like there are so many things that you have to make sure happen, right? You have to catch him pre-BKB, stunning through your damage, make sure he can't thunder you, make sure he can't dash or dodge anything. Or to kill him. Fortunately, there aren't too many saving abilities on Dire Team.
Yeah, I think it's more on like the duty of the Night Stalker to be aggressive on the Earthshaker so that he can't be aggressive on that way as well. Arrow connects on the Storm Spirit. I don't know how that happened.
He's got 80 or he would just finish off the Storm. He's got no mana left though, which is a big deal. He's going to get himself away from here. The dust comes through, Arrow lands,
He's only got a tiny bit though.
He's regenerating it. Come on, Storm.
Taking up.
You out, he's fine.
I would have not had the nerve to hold on to Bloodstone than I.
He's
So,
like, I am dying here.
yeah, stand on the ground.
Regeneration. Yes.
To remind people, or to let you know if you're just joining in, this is game 3. CDEC are
Radiant's
2 games up in a
bottom
best of
tower is
5.
under attack.
So Team Max are fighting
Back
for their
against the
chance
wall.
to stay in this tournament, to stay in the grand final, and for that qualification spot.
And this is the first game of the LAN final where there hasn't been like one hero which is absolutely dominating. Like, looking at the kills, the most is Storm. It's heaters on down all the way to the trees, and we got one. But you know, every other game we've seen one hero just get out of control early, whether it's a Queen of Pain, whether it's Zen, or whether it's the Puck. And Shade has just basically had, I think, quite a limited impact this game compared to other games. All three attacks off the tree.
So all the way to the Serpent Ward, they would love it.
The Serpent Wards are going to get MC is actually still standing around. I think he should have run the hills a long time ago.
They infest into the storm, and they were looking for that turnaround play. Still at the ready arrow. Oh, okay.
Storm. What a baller. I think he's going to be more in the wrong direction. Has to fly up there, but Shackles is sitting there. Sunray fight.
Morana's up for storm.
Storm's taking a lot of damage.
Echo slam.
Oh.
Double arrow. Trying to down flyby on this full play, but he's the red. They're big. Get on the line. Oh, go. Too much work. The arrows, the triple arrows in this Morana, just hitting non-stop. Such a nuisance to deal with. Storm. Oh, here we go. Flyby TP's up. Learns to fight. Drops his metamorphosis. And that's a bit of a waste if Storm doesn't commit to the kill.
Flyby gets drive-by by Storm. Getting out of there. Yeah, as soon as he saw the BKB, he was like, nah.
He's got his bulletproof vest, dude. I'm gonna get popped by that storm.
He's driving
Radiant's
through the
top
burbs.
tower is under attack.
Gonna get gapped down by the storm.
I'm pretty sure as soon as the Storm saw the BKB man, he's like, just nah. you can stay alive. We are here. The poor Lifestealer riding shotgun. The Storm's like, no.
Just popping onto the
Cancel.
seat.
Cancel. But yeah, this is an awkward stage of the game where, you know, almost all of the outer towers are gone. Roshan is like the key objective that everyone wants to kind of take as a prize.
But Max has been taking Roshan ages to achieve.
Until now, CDEC always traded, always going for a tier 2 or just some split farm. But now that there's only one outer tower remaining and it's relatively insignificant.
So what I mean is they've been having the advantage. They've had Aegis, they've had Cheese,
Yeah.
and they've not taken a tier
Done
3
anything
yet
with it.
with Serpent Wards as well. You know, you expect them to move up towards high ground, try and fight around the tier 3, but we've seen CDEC win 2 of those fights. But we've also seen CDEC push out the waves and play aggressively with smoke plays, you know, try and fight as far away from their ramp as they possibly can, which the Max, they win a team fight, which they did around the mid lane not long ago. They can push out and do a lot of damage. I'm gonna go
Interested
try.
to see what, like, whether we see the supports really like come offline for both teams. Like, Trade and Protect at the moment is just Solar Crest, and going for Life next probably.
This Hex on Storm, it makes you feel so powerful. They've got Storm Hex, one to go and find kills, one to go and play right here, right now. In super cancelled. The Arc Echo, the Earth, nothing. This whole fight on Temple. Something like a cancelling items so you can't.
And then the tree side, the tree is just
arrows. Popped by the light stealer though. Interesting trade-off there.
I think that's perfectly fine. Like the flyby is still going to push high ground here. It still has meta for
Radiant's middle
a
tower
couple of
is under
seconds.
attack.
He's just gonna start chunking through his tower.
Did you watch the Shaker in the last fight?
No, I was actually watching. I was just watching. Yeah, I watched Earthshake at the end, but then I was watching the tree try to hide away.
Yeah, so September like goes in with Shivers and Supernova, and the Earthshake is like waddling around out here, can't blink anywhere. The whole fight is happening here, so he has to like skirt the edge of the fight.
Yeah.
Then September
Goes up,
goes out, refreshes, and Supernova's again here. So
Yeah.
he's just stuck here. He's running back and forth.
The tree was basically just hiding around here.
Yeah.
And like in the trees. There was no true sight. It was actually a bit tame. And it wouldn't be a fight without demons feeding in some way.
Team Max, what is your plan? There's a DB room here for Storm. You got a feel for them. You buy the Hex on Storm, you're like, right, we're ready. We feel strong. Time to fight. Let's catch someone.
And then the fight starts and basically
Storm gets gone. Like Moonlight Shadow comes in and Storm literally gets initiated.
in 2 fights in a row now, also they've like gone on the Shadow Shaman. And they haven't brought her down before she gets wards off. I think wards did a lot of the damage in that fight. Theoretically, necessarily get killed, but it was just annoying.
We'll have the double Serpent Wards now.
What does Terrorblade go next after he finishes off his Hurricane Pike?
MKB might be a good shout.
What do you ditch for that?
That's a good question. I mean, he's finishing Dragonlance now.
Yeah. I think you put the BKB, like you backpack it when it's going cooldown.
Like you run into a fight your MKB.
Yeah. They do go on. He went for the MKB, which solid item choice.
CDEC need to go and fight outside of their base right now. Like they cannot let double Serpent Wards in place of their tier 3. They need to go and catch right now. Himself into the fight. September does get put down in the middle of that. Gets catch well. Nice talk and dim. I don't know. The back end kind of played keeping out of their base. Serpent Wards.
Shadow Shaman has a refresher.
We're already seeing that double super come out. He'll lose to the ball lightning, but Lifesteal just cannot do his job. He cannot go high ground in the tower.
And Storm even gets punched quite a lot. Oh, arrow. Dodge. Left the poetry.
I guess on the flip side, he's kind of forced to make it.
Radiant's top tower.
They've reached a level. The Earthshake is actually one thing adding damage into the rack. The Serpent Wards getting to work.
Like, just as that.
Immortality is mine!
This time they can
Do something.
take a full
Radiant's
full
top
lane of
tower
rack.
is under attack.
I didn't actually notice it, but the tier 2 top, the top, top, it did get taken.
Got monster away with a
I don't
double
think-
tap for 8 range streams.
I don't think it was. I think it was wild. That was before that.
very half mana, they dive forward again. The Tempest Phoenix now blink. Catch. On cool down.
And CDC, are they gonna go aggressive here without the tree? The tree doesn't buy back.
They've got blood force from them.
Yeah, but they're so solid. They're going in, tree buys back.
There is the collision here for Radiant team. They will use it now. Not up, so they're the armor though. They will find the field. Trying to clear illusions, they don't have a good solid way to do it. So keep pumping them out.
Radiant's middle tower is falling.
Great.
I think they're gonna be happy.
Well, with a supernova, maybe it's perfect like a minion, or got arrow there. Platform tower, Scarlet, not a fear in the world is now get back. It looks like he's in trouble. Little guys.
Yeah, they're gonna be bringing down Stadia. He's a gunner. And after all the dust settles, 4 are dead for 1. How many buybacks were expended in it? Seemed like 2. Earthshaker and
that one is though. Terrorblade. Right back. He gets the lanes set out with his illusions because he knows push is coming mid lane. The double serpent wards are ready. Team Max, they need to do something now.
Stupendous!
yeah, and unfortunately they're not gonna have Batrider to defend. Stain is incredible from the Radiant side. Like the tree provides so much HP, healing all around. Shadow Shaman, so many spells. I think this mid-rack is probably just gonna be
His middle barracks has
Shadow
fallen.
Shaman still dead though. He's alive. You easily transition to a tier 3 bot lane or something. Double serpent wards. He's even TPing to trying to go and smoke with his teeth. Where are they speaking? This is a really long fate.
Yeah, the ultimate one, the one where you go fake back all the way back to your base. So it's not even a fake back, it's just a back.
Ends up with nothing happening. Demons, Night Stalker, gonna be able to see them potentially in a second. No. Skirt by each other in the night time.
Yeah, Demon is currently the #1 candidate to me in terms of he's valuable. He's every time I see him, he's doing something crazy and dying for it.
The best series, bro. First game.
Yeah, what was he in the first game?
Can't remember. I want to say Earthbound, but I can't remember now.
That was actually pretty solid.
It was very good on that.
He died a few times, but I mean, you're a bounty, so that bounce happened. Double damage off the flyby.
We just really need to see if we can. I think that's all they're saying in their team comms. The captain of Max is like
All arrows?
It's an ultra life field looking for a rampage. The demons will retreat. What an absolute Order.
Muscular, and he just, I don't think he can be bold enough to go slow mid. That's a bit deep. That's what I have to bring that up. You think he goes mid now and tries to get something?
I don't know.
Like, can you make the play that everyone on the enemy team is dead without that?
Ranger X one hit away. You clear one wave, you hit Ranger X, and you've got something. So you go from hits onto tier 4, that seems a bit off. You know, maybe they do commit to tier 4, maybe they make the fight. In what? Oh,
They just, well, I mean, they knew about no buyback on 2 of the enemy heroes, but they definitely did not about it on others.
You've got Alpha Control for my tier 4. We'll get one of the damage out of him.
Like, you got enough damage, they're just gonna go for a strike.
Oh my god. This Alpha. What they take. The ancient. It's fine. Get away.
That is an excellent victory for Team Max. They must be just laughing all the way to the bank here as CDEC